on the Sunshine Coast, beautiful and sunny, and blessed to be living where we are living.
It's a gorgeous day outside.
Okay, here we are. It's 9 o'clock now, and we're just going to talk for 10 minutes. We really wanted to bring some happy and wonderful information to you about being activated and just having the energy and the zest for life. Sean and myself became activated on these products 4 years ago, and I can assure you that it's been an absolute game changer for us. 4 years ago, Sean, where were you? Tell us. Being compliant, of course, because that's what we have to be. But feel free to hit us up afterwards anytime for, an in-depth conversation. We're happy to do that. But
4 years ago, I was in a lot of pain. I was struggling, back issues, knee issues, joint issues, really battling to make it through days. I'd be dead by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, come home, just sleep and battle to get out of bed in the morning.
Remember how you used to have to roll out of bed?
Yeah. Couldn't roll out of bed and, do the little morning walk, bent over to the toilet before you could stand up straight. But anyway, that's long gone. And it was a real struggle. Had a diagnosis that was given to me that really kind of put me in a bad headspace. Andrea was constantly trying to help me out and just find ways to get through it. And then she came across this product, and it took me a little bit of convincing at first, but
and to be honest,
4 to 6 months down the line, things started 3 times.
Yeah. The detox effect, Sean did have that, and he stopped and started 3 times. And it was really only through the fear of missing out when you saw how I became activated very quickly. And the fear of missing out said to Sean, no, I'll give this another go. So the 4th time, he actually stuck to it full time. And because of the intense situation that he was in, energy, we need energy for getting up out of bed and doing all those things, but energy to get our central nervous system to work. Energy is just more than just, I've got energy for a run. There's energy for every one of our cells to operate. And not getting too much into the science, but it comes from the mitochondria, and when that is depleted, then really you don't have any battery. I came up with an analogy this morning with, when you buy a brand new shirt and it's nice and it's fully black,
like this one I've just put on now.
Yes. And then you wash it a lot of times. Eventually it starts to fade, but because you're doing it every day and, you put the shirt on, you don't really notice the depletion of the color. And it's the same when we are depleting with mitochondria. We are super full of energy, like you see the little 6-year-old coming in and out doing her amazing things, and it like just all about her, and I'm full of energy and I want to do what I want to do. And as you get older, you get into the teens. The other one is a little bit having a long lie-in because she's tired from a big week. And then you get later on, you get to Sean's point 4 years ago where he was like really depleted of energy, but it creeps up on you. So you don't really notice it until it gets to a point where you're like, something's got to change. That's when you really need to look at your mitochondria function. And when we take these NRF1 and NRF2 products together, we really address that mitochondria dysfunction or improvement of that. So just wanted to talk more about how, it can creep up on you. You don't realize, you become complacent with that washed out shirt, but it doesn't have to be exactly where you end. You can actually put some color back in your shirt, put some color back in yourself. And that's exactly what we did for Sean. Yeah. So when he became activated on those products, after about 6 months, finally all the pain left his body. And then he was able to address actually building up from a real low base because he was in such a bad way. And then for the last 18 months, you've probably took the product for 2.5 years. And then really the results have just continued to improve his well-being, that he's gone from being a lethargic
lump of lard.
Thank you. I'm so glad you said it, not me. I didn't want to be rude. But to an incredible machine. Sean is now like running embarrassingly fast runs because I was the runner and he was the surfer. And now he's overtaken me that in a massive way. So, yes, the 4 years on and the results are still becoming like better and better.
It's getting better. Yeah. And, you know, and like, it's just like having that boundless energy, you know, before now I'm like, let's go, let's get things done, you know, like before, you know, thought pretty much I was done. Now I have energy. I'm frothing, you know. Nothing really seems insurmountable anymore. Like physically, I'm so energized, and also mentally, like I was really suffering with brain fog and forgetting a lot of stuff. I'm not saying that I don't forget things now, but I'm better than I was, and I can also probably attribute taking NRF1 and NRF2 to some of that as well, you know, like a bit more mental alertness and good quality sleep. You know, when you're in worlds of pain and you just can't sleep, you know, and if you can't sleep, you can't get energy you can't refuel yourselves for the next day. So I found that taking NRF2 definitely gave me good quality sleep, and it allowed me to get a little bit more energy for the next day, and now my sleep is good. You know, before I used to roll over every 2 hours because you'd be on one side of your body and then you'll be sore and then you'll wake up and roll, and now I just go to bed and sleep. It's awesome.
And I think that is such a good point, because as an athlete, and not only as an athlete, but even just as a human being, we are machines, you know, and we need to rest and repair. We need to, like our phone, you know, you go to the wall socket and you plug it in every night to recharge for the next day. We really need to be doing that during our sleeping time. And if you're not having a good sleep, then you're really not resting well, then you're really not repairing well. And, you know, as most people doing any little bit of exercise or lots of exercise, you probably have a watch. Have a look at what your sleep pattern's doing. You know, you can see the improvement. My heart rate can go down to 41 beats a minute when I'm sleeping. Sean's looking at his VO2 max and all that type of stuff showing off. But it really starts getting exciting when you can actually see the results on those things, as well as feeling those results, you know. So look, I don't want to talk too long, but I would love for those people that are watching this live, we want to give away some products to you today. So you might already be on the product, so you could drop in the comments below, what products are you taking? How long have you been taking them? What have you found? Is there a product, excuse me, is there a product that you have thought about trying? You know, maybe you're on the NRF1 and you're not sure, NRF2, and you're not sure why should you add in that NRF1 that really helps with the mitochondria. I can tell you, when you put it together, they just work some magic. Like we traveled Australia for a year, and unfortunately we ran out sometimes out of product because, you know, we're out in the middle of nowhere. And you really can tell the difference when you've come off those things.
2 weeks.
So if you haven't tried the two together and you want to, put in the chat, I want to, and we'll organize trying to help. One of you will win something. If you want to know any further information about why, and you know, reach out to the person who invited you to this page, or search at the top, Jill Synergizer. Reach out to anyone. We're all here to help and serve and provide as much information as we can, so that we can become incredible machines, so that we're not those faded out shirts that I explained. You don't have to be that way. You can take where you are today and change it for a better future for yourself, with activation and other things. You know, health and wellness is many things. You got to think about what you put in and what you put out, but this is a really great start. So I hope that you've enjoyed, excuse me, this coffee's gone down the wrong way. I hope that you've enjoyed listening to Sean and I speak. I just want to say a massive thank you to LifeVantage itself for developing this product in the first place, and for all the people ahead of us that said yes to giving these products a try and having the guts to share this information. Because if that wasn't the case, we would not be sitting here today. There's no way at all. So we are like uber passionate about sharing this, uber passionate about saying, give it a go. You've got nothing to lose and absolutely everything to gain.
Yeah.
Sean and I are both in the best health and the best fitness levels that we've ever been in our lives before. And, you know, I look forward to setting running records at 100. That's my goal. So I look forward to hearing from each and every one of you. I think I'll trip you. Yes, thanks so much for your time, guys. Have a beautiful Saturday. Hopefully this is what you value, and we're always here to share, and this is why we do it. Raising beautiful children and to be young and full of energy so that we can catch them as well. So take care, everybody.
Bye-bye. Thanks for your time. Have a great day.
Say bye.
Bye.